What's mental health?
He asks all the questions everybody wants to know.
It basically includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being.
You're driving me half out of my mind, you crazy old coat.
It affects how we think, feel, and act.
Oh my God.
Not just that, mental health helps to determine how we handle stress, and other things as humans. The Mind Clinic, a platform where people can talk about issues directly or indirectly on mental health.
Time for the Mind Clinic, brought to you by Neem Foundation. My name is Victor Pepple. As usual, on the program every Wednesday, the ever amazing Chinyeru Goldensi. Good morning.
Morning, Victor. Good morning.
On the program today, we'll give you an opportunity to call us up, ask questions. If you need clarity, you can also send us WhatsApp messages. 0817-800-947 will be the number to call or send a WhatsApp message. Right now, we're joined all the way from Lagos. The lead clinical psychologist and psychotherapist at Lagos Magnolia Unit, Chinelo Okeke, is our guest on the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
We're very glad that you're able to join in.
Thank you very much. Okay. So it seems that we have a little bit of a background noise there. Hopefully we're able to control that. But so for this month of August, so we're in the new month of August,
right.
We thought that the whole theme of this month's conversation would be around young people and their mental health. Mm-hmm. So we're picking this week's series by trying to understand, the signs and the symptoms of mental health challenges among the young people in Nigeria, among youth in Nigeria. I struggled with understanding the age range within the who do we categorize as youth and young people in Nigeria? And according to the Nigerian youth policy, it's people that fall within the age of 18 to 35. So if you fall within the age of 18 to 35, you're regarded as a youth.
So if I'm 36,
however,
I'm not a youth again?
No. No, you're an old person. But I know a lot of people that are beyond this age range is also experiencing all this. So please don't check out if you don't fall within this age range. Just, keep paying attention and so that you're able to help the people within your community.
All right. So
our guest speaker, Chinelo, she's one of the perfect people to speak to because she's also a young person and she's a psychologist in the field and she's worked with young people. So we are going to really have a good time listening to her and learning from her. But Chinelo, I wanted to ask you, why do young people experience mental health challenges? Is there any reason behind that?
Yes, thank you very much, Chinelo. For young people, because we are human beings, and we are at the critical age, societal-wise, we are considered as highly productive age. So that's the age where people give their best. That's the age where a lot of things is expected, especially depending on your gender. Every of the gender we have expectations, within the society. So because of the pressure, because of that age, most of the mental illnesses start within that age, as in within any human being. Actually start at that age range. So it is a very, very critical age, and that is why young people come down with mental illness. That is critical. Aside from societal norms, then there is the issue of the physical. There is the issue of physical. There is the issue of hormonal imbalance due to age, for men, for women, for young boys and girls. That's the age where young people are. Sorry, I'm in traffic. So yes. So that is the reason, because of the pressure that people have, not to meet expectations. Young people, if not well managed, they can come down with mental illness. So it is not surprising that young people within the defined youthful age come down with mental illness.
Yeah, thank you. I can imagine for even the younger ones, maybe like in 17, 18 also, having to come into the role of adulthood.
I would say we should even take it back for a little bit Most physical illnesses or onset, have puberty. If you start at puberty, you look at the setting. You understand? So from a small setting, it should not surprise anyone if any young person comes down with any form of mental illness. And we should not narrow our minds to just the ones we are seeing on the street. When we're talking about mental health problems, we should look at issues with mood. That's when we're talking about depression, anxiety, then problems with adjustment. So you see, because of the societal expectation, I want to be this, I want to be you might start having challenges, and then you may sink into depression, they become anxious. You may even go into substance use, misuse, and then you now have problems that come to substances because you're trying to, you think using substance will enhance your performance in the long run. So all this understanding, makes young people very, very, very prone to coming down with the mental health problem.
Yeah, thank you for that insight. So what are the common mental health challenges that Nigerian youth experience? So if we have to just come back home, what do you think that most Nigerian youth are experiencing?
Yeah, I would say from experience, and because I work with young people more than I work with the older. So I would say depression. Depression is on top of this. Then there is substance use problem, disorder, and illness related, or I would like to let me say substance induced either psychosis, depression, anxiety, or substance induced. Then you may have suicide. Now, which can easily be linked with depression. Like suicide, on the increase. And interesting thing, anxiety. Some people actually, I would say a handful of people I've seen are coming down with anxiety-related problems. Then there is psychosis. Now, psychosis are chronic mental illnesses. Symptoms are characterized by dissociating with the reality, like having an hallucination. Hallucination has to do with hearing of things, like heightened sensation, that is, your five senses, receiving information that is not real within the environment. Then it's also characterized by delusions, generalized behavior, and so on and so forth. So these are also common among young people. But if I'm to be sincere, if you see young people come down with this, substance is almost always implicated. And then, personality disorders. Yes. Okay. Which is often underdiagnosed among young people. We don't usually look at that. Just say, this boy is misbehaving, this child, or this lady is not adjusting well and all that. But when we, do proper assessment and testing, we find out that some of the time they are actually having personality disorders, which can be easily overlooked. Well managed.
Yeah. And I want to find out, is there any theme, is there any recurring theme as to why these Nigerian youth have these, experiencing these mental health challenges? Is there any other underlying cause that some of them share?
I would say it's just human beings are unique, but if I would take it to look at the prevalence, I would say oftentimes in the society. And what I mean in the society, I mean expectations, parental involvement, either have absent parents or typical parents, maybe unemployment, the way our society is designed that, okay, go to school, get a job. As in, not designed in such a way that builds kind of resilience to wanting to start your own thing, do your own thing. Like, you just have to wait for something to be done for you, to be given to you. You understand? So these are common among young people. So they don't understand. Because imagine you're person older than you telling you and saying, telling you and saying, hello, are you there? Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, telling you and saying, oh, at your age, I've made X, Y, Z. At your age, I've done X, Y, Z. Okay, show me how you did the X, Y, Z. Show me how you made X, Y, Z. But no, yes, you just, expect the child to cope, stuff like that. So sometimes, all these things are factors. So it links with society, the family, and also the individual situations as well.
Okay. So great. Thank you for that. So let's talk about, I know you mentioned some of the common mental health challenges, and you said depression, substance use, personality disorders, you talked about psychosis, and then you also talked about anxiety disorders. And these are some of the common things that we see with your Nigerian youth, and some of the mental health challenges that they come down with. Let's talk about some of the signs of these mental health challenges, particularly in young people. What is it that the everyday person can observe that will help them understand that perhaps this young person needs to speak to somebody or needs to speak to a mental health professional? What are the signs and symptoms that a young person is experiencing a mental health challenge?
Yeah, so one of the things to look out for is what is normal with you. You first look at what is going well with you and what is not going well with me first, and then relate it to so for example, if before you sleep well without using medication, without using any substance to induce it, your appetite is fine. Okay. You're happy generally. I mean, what I mean happy is that you're overdoing stop happy. You're there, like in the middle. You're not sad, you're not blue, you understand? But all of a sudden, you don't think that you're sad, you don't think that you're withdrawn from people, and you don't think that the interest you have in things that you love has been greatly, reduced. Like you're not interested in, maybe for example, you like watching football, or playing FIFA, or listening to music, but it's just that you are no longer interested. You're not even interested in going to work anymore. You're having difficulty sleeping. You're also having difficulty understanding people, or people understanding you. But oftentimes you hear young people that they don't understand you, they don't know you, and you wonder, are you the only one? Why is it that they don't understand you? Yeah. And then you don't seem to understand the other person. So these are one of the signs to look out for. Then out of the ordinary, if you don't notice that you can't seem to control the thoughts coming to your mind, especially negative thoughts. Because some of the time we have negative thoughts crossing our mind. We have periods where we are not satisfied with ourselves. But if it's not becoming recurrent and constant, like you can't seem to calm yourself down, and you notice that your stress level has also increased, like you are overly energetic. What I mean overly energetic is just notice that you have energy, like you can't explain where the energy is coming from. If you understand, you can't seem to explain where the energy is coming from, and you're not sleeping, you're restless, agitating, these are signs. Now, some people may experience this maybe once in a while. You should not be worried about that. Okay. Yes. But if your experience is more than if your experience is more than a week, 2 weeks, especially if you are experiencing this for 2 weeks stretch, then that's a sign for you to actually take a course. Now, for people who are using substances like maybe alcohol, cigarettes, marijuana and the rest, if you notice that your use has increased significantly, like you think you have increased your use within a short period of time, and then the only thing you're thinking about is how to use and drown your fears. If you're using it to escape reality rather than, the original purpose why you're using it, then that is time for you to seek out help. Because that is how it's starting. So, and one thing about mental illness is that it is insidious. That is, it creeps in without you being aware. So that is where self-awareness comes in. So you need to be aware of yourself, what is changing in me, what is not working well, why am I reacting this way, why am I overly concerned, and then an issue that you need to attend to that is just temporal, and all of a sudden you are now thinking about it over and over and over and over again. That is time for you to actually take a check, seek therapy, seek for help, and then you will get it.
Yeah, great. And I think I should also mention that for a lot of people too, something that we can notice is that perhaps if they're still in the school system, the academics begin to suffer. They, and then if they are at work, they also struggle with keeping up with work and keeping up with amounts of work. And then sometimes you want to also look into that when you see that somebody who used to do well before is struggling now.
Yes, just a decline. You're not thinking that maybe you can get it all together. Yeah. Or now, you can't seem to have control over things that happen to you and around you. That's also a sign. That's a sign you should not overlook.
All right, we're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll see if we can take some messages and calls. It's the Mind Clinic on Rhythm 94.7 Abuja. It's brought to you by Neem Foundation. We have Chinyerugo Udensi, a clinical psychologist from Neem Foundation, on the program. We also have Chinelo Keke, a clinical psychologist, all the way in Lagos. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll attend to your questions. Well, on WhatsApp, we have a few messages here. This one is from Daniel in Gwagwalada. Daniel says, is overthinking a challenge for young people? Is overthinking a challenge for young people? Well, I'll leave the guest to respond to that. And then we have another one, quite interesting. Okay, maybe you want to attempt that first.
Okay, would you like me to?
Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, it is. Actually, this is part of what I described. If you overthink, now you have to classify what overthinking is, because some people may mistake it because to long-term attitude. So, but overthinking has to do with when you worry too much without the aim of finding solution to a problem. That is when you can now say, okay, you're overthinking it. So, for example, you find yourself in a precarious situation, and then you seem not to, know what to do. Of course, you think about it. But instead of finding solution to it, you now start projecting negative things that might happen. Start, worrying yourself without finding solutions. That's overthinking, and it's a challenge among young people.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. So we have a message from Beatrice, no location. Beatrice says, I've listened to this program every week. I would like you to talk about mental health for prisoners, because we have seen that prisoners' children always show signs of depression, anxiety, and they tend towards crime. So you should talk about mental health for prisoners and their children. All right, thank you very much, Beatrice, for your concern.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
We also have a message. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so that we should not pass by, because some years ago I had the opportunity to go to the prison to carry out some research and also, offer some form of support. And trust me, the world there is totally different. I don't know how to survive it. No, it's not just about the prisoners, the family members too. And it's true. These are factors that can actually contribute to mental health challenge. And if help is not gotten on time, the children can also show that fact because they are all resolved conflict and they are yet to make sense to what is going on within the family unit and also with the child themselves. Not just prisoners too, even people recovering from mental health related problems. Like you've had cases where children who don't understand what their parents are going through, and then by the time they are of age, they're also coming down with the same type of illness, and by the time you are tracing it back, you find out that it's because they were not properly educated and they were not properly supported. They were focusing only on the parents, and they feel neglected, and this also can also contribute to mental health related problems. Thank you for that message.
All right, then. So we have this other one from David. David Edras. David is saying, good morning, Pepple. Good morning to your guest in the studio. Does anyone know any early identification tool or intervention strategy for self-harming behavior and suicide risk?
Yes, so we have to be careful. I know there are a lot of tools online concerning that, but we have to be careful on how we access this so we don't project. So what I would suggest that the writer do is to write to the teacher who will appropriately guide you into what you can do, just to assess, because there are tools, better to assess, and then to also assess the risk factor for suicidality. And if you go deeper, you find that most often than not, aside from the health challenges or something like that, there's also a personality disorder, implicated with people who mostly engage in self-harm. So you may need to not just look at self-harm, you also want to look at your traits, your characteristics that predisposes you, to wanting to deal with a problem by harming yourself.
All right. We will take one more message and then we'll open up the phone line. Miriam sends a message. She says, I'm a teenage mother. What's the best mental health assessment for a child? Okay.
Thank you for reaching out. For a child, for now, what we do is to observe their behavior, because I don't know how that child is. So it's the age of the child that will determine what mental health tools that you can use. But if you just look out for is observable behaviors, and in such observable behaviors, for example, children are if our age, you want to check what are the milestones that child is supposed to have attained. What are the behavior? So is it overly aggressive? Is it focused on one thing? Does the baby have challenges keeping eye contact or hearing, listening to instruction? These are just few things that you can observe. But if it's normal, abnormal mood, cries when necessary, and not just when there is nothing that prompts that baby to cry or laugh with a certain way, then you may be concerned. But for now, it's just the observable. If it is within your family behavioral trait or within the age range of that child, you have nothing to worry about. But if it's not, then you want to see the therapist for proper assessment. Yeah.
All right. We're discussing mental health challenges in youth. If you have a contribution, you have a concern, you have questions, you can ask our guests right now. You have an opportunity. Hello, good morning. Hello? Well, that's a silent call there. You can call back 0817-800-947. So, moving on now. How can family and society help, the youth experiencing mental health challenges? Chinelo.
Yes, one of the ways which the families and society can help is to first of all demystify mental illness or mental health related problems. So, for example, if someone says, "Oh, I'm sad," I can't seem to understand how I'm feeling. I can't seem to make sense of what I'm doing and all that. It shouldn't be, why are you feeling that way? Why are you like that? So if the family unit and society will first of all, stand by demystifying mental illness and considering mental illness as every other illnesses that we have, to make it easy for the young people to understand. Then, if we begin to put mechanisms in schools to help build resilience, and I also speak for inclusion of mental health curricula in mental health activities into the school curriculum. It would, help increase the awareness about mental illness, and then young people will begin to understand what exactly is wrong. So they don't see it as spiritual problems alone, but they'll be able to, associate behavioral problems. They'll be able to associate that, this is the way I'm thinking, and help is available. So if the society, both the clinicians, the government, everyone come together and begin to I know we've been doing a lot. That's why I applaud this program about mental health related problems. So if we, continue to push this in schools, in our churches, in our mosques, in our religious affiliation and associations, then the impact on the youth will be pushing. And then if we can also lower our expectations for our young people and understand and let them understand that at your slow pace, whatever you're going through, you can succeed, or you're a success in your own little way. That way, it will be easier for us.
We must thank you very much, Chinelo KK, for being a part of the show this morning.
Thank you very much, Victor. Thanks for having me.
All right, before we go, we'd like to get the contact details for Neem Sanctuary. Chiarugo.
Okay, so for you to contact Neem Sanctuary, our number is 0706 062 5054. I'm going to repeat that again. 0706 062 5054. And remember that this number is only for psychological support. And that's all we offer at Neem Foundation, or Neem Sanctuary. If you'd also like to reach us on social media, Instagram, you can send us a DM. Our Instagram handle is Neem Sanctuary, NEEMSANCTUARY. Send us a DM and we'll respond, or you can call us or send us a text message and we will respond to you immediately.
All right, then. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. My name is Victor Peppo.